yesterday. The only story I could tell, it took too long, it slipped away. Most of it I wrote pell-mell, each chapter leaned against the last. I never knew the shape ahead. Some pages wouldn't hold the past, some held too tight to what I'd said. I left the smudges where they fell. There was no hand to autocorrect. Chapter 18 was a wishing well. The 20s chased the wrong effect. I let some others hold the pen. I should have stayed with my own. It felt like kindness at the time. I was still learning to trust my tone. 1 through 4 I wrote by feel, moment to moment, page to page. By 5 I'd started to rehearse, mark the margins, set the stage. From then on I watched too close, narrating every passing fling, chapter and verse of such and such, the small particulars of everything. By 30 I thought I had it down. By 40 I was lost again. I wanted to tear the binding off, to start the whole thing over then. My call to edit kept on ringing, so I sat and turned each leaf. I read it slow, the whole long song, the joy beside the grief. It was then I saw the thread, how every cause became its end, how nothing in it was misspent, not one wrong turn or one friend. The later chapters slowed their pace, the sentences grew softer, plain. I wrote less of the world outside and more of what would still remain. The names I loved, a still night, a morning I had almost missed. The way a hand had held my own, the quiet things I once dismissed. I had been searching all those years for some instruction, some design, a manual someone meant to leave, a road with someone else's sign. But every page had been the map, each chapter was the lesson too. The book I thought I had to find was the one I'd been writing through. So I closed the cover